Hey, welcome back to Vision Academy. This is a featured video for statistician and the person who is involved in research. This is a helpful video to apply different kinds of statistical tools to their research data analysis. You might have confused with lots of statistical tools that mean, median, mode, standard deviation, variance, quartile, deciles, moments, ANOVA, one-way ANOVA, two-way ANOVA, hypothesis, parametric test, non-parametric test, and lots of statistical tools. One thing is clear. Which statistical test should we apply to which situation? I think you might still searching and you are in a confused state of mind about type of statistical tools. What we do usually is, in some of the books, most of the problems are given and they have told us to calculate standard deviation, median, mean, mode, and so on. We are just following the formula and applying formula to the situation and solving that. But how to frame that situation? How to frame those problems? If you learn those things, it is very easy to select a type of statistical tools for the given situation and given problem. In this video, my sincere attempt is to fix in your mind what statistical tools will be applied to what situation, what kind of variables are allowed or permissible or permitted in particular statistical tools. And after watching this video, you must be able to get right over all the statistical tools. ANOVA, where to apply ANOVA you must know, where to apply t-test, chi-square test, z-test, f-test, standard deviation, median, mean, chi-square test, correlation, and every tools. You must get right over all the tools. So what is my topic then today? So it is choosing type of statistical tools. Type of statistical tools for a given situation. How to choose a particular type of statistical tools. For example, you are required to report your class student height and you are required to report the student's height in statistical tools. What kind of statistical tools are permissible for reporting heights of a student? That you must know. So which is possible through measurement scales. In my earlier video, I have given a detailed lecture on measurement scales in statistics. Please do watch that video. Unless you are understanding measurement scales, you cannot choose a type of statistical tools. Once you understand measurement scales and once you able to define nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale, and ratio scale, it is also easy to apply a particular type of statistical tools. Then let us move to the class. I'm going to talk today permissible statistical tools with measurement scales. Whatever the type of situation, those situation you should insert into these measurement scales, and once you apply the measurement scales to this situation, in the sense variable, the scenario situation must be converted into variables and those variables must fall under these four levels of measurement scales. And you must be thinking, why should we study about these measurement scales? In statistics, studying about measurement scale is very important task and first and foremost task. Unless you understand these four levels of measurement scales, independently you cannot decide which type of statistical tools can be applied for a particular variable, particular situation, scenario, particular problem. So what does these measurement scales do? So measurement scales help us to decide which statistical tools should be used in a given situation. That is why I am told you have to be thorough with these measurement scales. And I have given a detailed lecture in my last video. Please go through that and then you can understand the measurement scales and the situation and the variables and how can you choose a particular type of test. Then directly let us go. So here today we are going to talk about measurement scales. Then through measurement scales we can choose a type of statistical tools. In the column you can see different types of measurement scales. And in the row you can see the headings. In the center column you can see permissible statistical tools for these measurement scales, and on the last column you can also see logic behind applying these statistical tools with reason I'm going to tell you today. For example, if you come to the nominal scale, what we can do in the nominal scale, we can just categorize particular object variables into two or more category, like female, male, like that. Then we can assign only symbol, name, text for our convenient purpose. Then what are the permissible statistical tools in nominal scale is mode, chi-square test and run test. Very importantly, you should keep in your mind chi-square test and run test as non-parametric test, not in parametric test. Chi-square test also come under parametric test and non-parametric test. Here in the nominal scale you can apply chi-square test as non-parametrical test, and mode also. What we do in the mode, we calculate most frequent variable. In the sense, if we have given a situation, we have divided the population into female and male, we can say male is the most frequently occurred variable. So in the sense, we can calculate the mode in case of nominal scale. And in chi-square test and run test, we also calculate counting purpose. So mode is also used to counting purpose. What is the logic behind using mode, chi-square test and run test? Here counting is only permissible. In nominal scale you can count how many female, how many male, like that. So for this you can go for mode, chi-square test and run test in the nominal scale. If you come to the ordinal scale, you can calculate median. Along with median, all positional averages like quartiles, deciles, percentiles and Spearman's rank correlation you can also calculate. In the median we will calculate midpoint, and in the positional averages we go for the quartiles, and we will look into the quarterly values and deciles and percentiles in the statistics. Also we can go for Spearman's rank correlation. In the correlation, what we do, we can report the relationship between two variables. We can say the particular independent variable has much a greater influence on dependent variable. In the sense, we are just ordering the data. We can apply ordinal scale only for ranking type of data. In the median, what we do, we will calculate midpoint. When you order the given data in ascending order or descending order, you can calculate a midpoint, median. And you can also calculate quartiles, deciles and percentiles. When you have data like in the order type, then only you can calculate median and quartiles, deciles, percentiles and Spearman correlation. As we know, here along with counting, we can also make an order relation. What is that order relation? Less than or greater than also exist in case of ordinal data. Then if you have a variable which is applicable to ordinal scale, you can calculate median, quartile, decile, percentile and Spearman's rank correlation. One more thing we have, that's an interval scale. What we do in interval scale, we do not ensure zero fixed interval in interval scale, and in the interval scale we will find difference between two variables. I told you already in my last video, in interval scale almost 90% of all statistical tools you can apply. So in the interval scale you can calculate mean, standard deviation, t-test, f-test, ANOVA, one-way ANOVA, two-way ANOVA, sample multiple, moment, correlation, regression and much more. We may thought mean is a very least statistical tools. No, it is not like that. It will apply in interval scale. Based on mean only, we will calculate standard deviation, variance, t-test, f-test, ANOVA, moments, correlation, regression, and most of the statistical tools will be based on mean. So here along with counting, order, also we can tell the difference operation. In the sense, if you take two groups in t-test, you can tell the group A is better than group B. And if you consider multiple groups in ANOVA, you can tell particular group is better than all other groups. Also, you can report the difference between the result of particular group to other groups. In the quantitatively, we can express difference of two groups in the case of t-test, ANOVA, f-test, also in a mean. If you calculate two group means, then you can understand the difference between the two groups. That is what we will do in interval scale. And finally, we will go for ratio scale. In ratio scale, here counting, order and difference, along with difference, natural zero exist. So here geometric mean, harmonic mean and coefficient of variance is also possible. What is that geometric mean then? In geometric mean is a special type of average where we multiply the numbers together and then take a square root of that average. And in the harmonic mean, we calculate by dividing the number of observations by reciprocal of each number of series. That is how we will do that in the ratio scale. In the ratio scale, along with counting, order and difference, we can also hold natural zero. I have listed here permissible statistical tools in the sense the nominal scale. In the nominal scale, we can calculate mode, chi-square test and run test. And in the sense it is not applicable in ordinal scales. It is not in the sense that it means the statistical tools are permissible in nominal scales, also permissible in ordinal scales. The statistical tools are permissible in ordinal scales, also permissible in interval scales. In interval scales, along with these statistical tools, also ordinal scale statistical tools and nominal scale statistical tools are also permissible. If you take the example of ratio scales, along with harmonic mean, geometric mean and coefficient of variance, all other statistical tools of nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale are also permissible. Here I have listed based on the information provided by these scales, their levels from lowest to highest. Lowest to highest means nominal, ordinal, interval and ratio. Nominal scale is a simplex, some simplex tools only you can apply. In the ratio scale, along with simplex, all complex statistical tools also you can apply. That is why all the statistical tools applicable on lower scale, in the sense nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scales, will automatically be applicable on the next level scale. As I said you, the applicable scales in nominal scale will automatically applicable in ordinal scale. Applicable scales in interval scale will automatically applicable of nominal and ordinal scale. So I have not repeated the permissible statistical tools used in the lower scale. It is understood it is also applicable in higher scale. You can see the last slide relating to that. Here I have listed nominal scale in the very small box, because in nominal scale only simplex statistical tools are permissible and ordinal scale is greater than nominal scales. In the sense the tools applicable in nominal scale will also be automatically applicable in ordinal scale, and interval scale is greater than ordinal scale. It is about lowest to highest order. The highest order and the complex statistical tools can be applied in ratio scale. In the sense, nominal scale statistical tools, ordinal scale statistical tools and interval scale statistical tools also applicable in ratio scale. Thank you so much friend. I hope you have cleared what kind of measurement scale will be applicable for a particular situation, and I hope you are having a sufficient confidence to decide which statistical tools will be applicable for the particular variable, for the particular scenario problem. Please do watch my earlier video on measurement scales in statistics. That video and this video will be very useful for you to decide which type of statistical tools will be applicable for a given situation. Thank you so much.